Good morning. Thank you so much for tuning in to your monthly reading for September. This is a reading for those with a sign of Taurus. So please check your sun, moon, and rising sign. But yes, I'm going to tap in to see what Spirit has to say for your month of September. I've already pre-shuffled your cards, so let's jump right in. So let's take this. So your first card here is Release. Second card, Love Abounds. Third card, Love. Fourth, Success and Growth. Shine. These are great. They look great. New Vitality. Believe and Succeed. And Finding Balance. Wonderful. And then I have 3 additional cards here. Patience, Firm Foundation, and the Universe. All right, so let's see what these wish to say here. Excuse me. I can't help but see this card first. Just, I feel like you're releasing something like pretty major. You're releasing something that you're unmasking, you know, like there's something about like letting your true self kind of be vulnerable and to kind of let things shed away from you naturally. That doesn't work. The more that you embody yourself. I think like your focus here is just allowing yourself to completely surrender to the flow of your life, but to also relax into being all of who you are. And that requires a level of vulnerability and trust that, you know, there's going to be support around you as you do this, even though you may not see it yet. I do feel like this journey has required a lot of time. Like it's been a long process of self-healing because I see like a seed in her hand, but yet this is like a blossoming flower that's actually blossomed already. It's almost like you're finally achieving the harvest that you've needed and wanted for a long time. You've planted seeds along your journey. You've cultivated a lot of wisdom and knowledge in terms of loving yourself. And I feel like now you are finally seeing the benefits of that. Your seeds have helped you build a firm foundation. Now, like when I see this firm foundation, I feel like, how do I say this? Like, I just feel like there's been a lot of hardships in your life, things that never really felt like there was any tangible fruition in the external world, the earthly world. There has been a lot of healing internally, and has been a lot of goals reached internally in terms of healing generational trauma, ancestral trauma, learning to forgive, learning to have self-love and compassion, strong boundaries, all of these things that are internally processed. You've reached many goal points with that. However, it's been difficult for you to kind of see it in your physical reality. So when I see this, I feel like there's going to be more evidence of the work that you've done to support all that inner work that you've already accomplished. And I feel like it's giving you a sense of confidence, you know, even though you haven't really seen that tangible stuff in your physical reality, there's a sense of like lightheartedness. Your heart is like wider than ever. There's a new appreciation for life. There's gratitude for things that you have, so that you'll have more gratitude for the blessings that are to come into your life. There is complete kind of like, the word exuberance comes into mind, of just happiness and joy and ease and harmony. And it's like you're finally finding that balance within yourself in all components in your life. So maybe before, as you're doing your spiritual path, you weren't able to, for instance, accomplish a lot of career steps moving forward. You didn't have like a lot of money coming in, yet you were always provided what you needed and you had enough to live a comfortable life. It's like you were excelling in one area, but there's some areas in your life that were not in alignment. And as Abraham Hicks says, like it was like you're getting these other components in alignment, like your relationships, friendships, your career, your money, your home life, your creativity, your wisdom and self-healing, etc. And all of these things are coming into alignment with each other so that your life feels more balanced. You know, like you can't always do the inner work and not have a support network around you in earth, right? Like it's like now you're kind of meeting more people who are in alignment with you, or people who just bring you joy, and it's coming together. There's a mutual give and take in this energy that I see, and you're also feeling like excited about life. So it's almost like you're not taking life as seriously as you did before, because you were so focused on healing, and you probably kept seeing a lot of shadows on the planet, or you're just kind of exhausted by people who don't want to even acknowledge any shadows or trauma work. And it's like you're finally able to kind of let that go and learn in this next phase of your life to enjoy it more, to open your heart more, to understand that people's traumas can't affect you. Like you're not going to find yourself in situations where you are bound or surrounded by people who are constantly in that chaotic or traumatized state. It's like your light and your healed work is now being moved elsewhere. You're no longer that walking tower moment. You're no longer that catalyst or that mirror that shows to others what needs to be dealt with. You're no longer going to be put in spaces that just feel like you didn't belong, yet you were there. Like you belonged in the sense that you were healing and uplifting and like illuminating a lot of shadows for people. But it was like you, on your perspective, you felt alone because you were the odd one out. You were the odd one out. You had the healing codes. And you already knew what to do, but the people around you kind of needed you around to kind of witness those codes and to just be in that energy that you provided. And so releasing that heavy work just to kind of embody more of yourself and to move forward in your life, it's going to lead to amazing things with more ease, and it's destined to happen. I feel like our roles as light workers have changed. And I feel like we're moving into a new frequency where you're just holding on to the frequency of love. And you're not going to be so affected by the chaos around you. Here, I do feel like you're moving into a space where you know that there are great things coming. There's like 2 cards confirming that there is success here in like all arenas of your life. And even though you may not fully see where you're going, you know where to go, right? Like you don't see the island or like the land as you're on this boat, yet you trust that you're being guided to exactly where you need to be, and you trust your heart. I feel like you're navigating your life with a very open heart chakra, and you're focusing on love and joy, and you're absolutely trusting that it's going to lead you to a point where like there's more reciprocity, there's more joy, there's harmony and peace. So in here, I feel like your patience has paid off. Those foundations that you've set forth in yourself, and also just like the groundwork of accumulating experiences and developing, as the angels say, character through your challenges and hardships, it has now led you to this space that is meant for you of complete balance because you've done that work. So I feel like you can rest now in so many ways. You know, I feel like some people who are watching this are probably in this phase where they're just kind of in a very feel-good state, but they don't know where exactly they're going. But they feel really good. Things are working out. They're expecting positive outcomes. And I feel like you trust that amazing things are coming. There might be some in the collective that are still holding on to the past, but I feel like for the majority of those watching, you guys are totally on the boat to move to like this new territory here, is what I'm picking up. So that's really exciting. So I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.